But then, one thing I don't get, like, as a young Muslim, you know when like British people or like anyone says that we fail to like integrate.
Yep.
Like, what is it that we're failing to integrate into? Do you know what I mean?
What is it? Yeah. So where are you from?
Originally, I'm from South London.
South London.
In Mitcham.
So, Mitcham, the lad who just walked past you, he's from Mitcham, I know him. But,
okay.
So, if you go to Luton,
yeah,
and you stand there and walk around the town centre, what you'll see white...
I saw that clip when they like tried to...
Yeah, I'm not about extremists, I'm just talking about... forget extremes and forget terrorism.
Yeah.
What you'll see is you'll see white lads with black lads, all integrated together, they'll be all friends together, they'll all be chilling together.
Okay.
Then you'll see Muslims.
Yeah.
You will not see a group of Muslims walking that have a non-Muslim friend with them.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't see it. So you go into the school dinner hall, at every school, you'll have everyone integrated at different tables sitting together, and in the corner you'll have 5 tables full of Muslims.
Okay.
There's no integration. Yeah. And I'm not just talking about what I see in Luton.
No, that's fair enough.
So when they're saying what do we want you to integrate into, integrate into society with the rest of the people. Yeah. Don't section your own community off to be completely separate. I get, like, look at Sikhs, yeah? Sikhs are very religious. Yeah. Once they get inside their house, they're very religious. Yeah. They're not out shoving it in everyone's face, telling everyone that they have to live like this, you have to do this because we believe this, we don't.
I get you, I see that South.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of them. They integrate and they're not pushing it on anyone.
Okay.
But yeah, King's College London, there's loads of radical extremists that come from there in the past.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not aware of that. Yeah. I'm more like, get my work done.
Fair play. Fair play. But you don't, you clearly see just average lads.
No, because with me, like, to be honest, I probably have more white and black friends. So I've grown around like black friends like all my life, white friends.
So was you brought up in the mosque?
No.
Well, that's why, bruv.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, but don't get me wrong. Like,
that's why
I would still class myself as like a practicing Muslim.
You class yourself as practicing Muslim, but
then
unless
like one thing that I want to get across. Like, I'm sure you know this and stuff. Yeah, but it's like, you know, a true Muslim.
Yep.
But like the Prophet, obviously Islam derived from him.
Yep.
And the model that he kind of professed to people was that, look, the first thing he said is that you cannot enforce religion upon anyone.
We're going to disagree hugely on him.
Yeah?
On him, bruv. We're going to disagree hugely, massively.
Get your point across, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm saying from the readings that I said, the Prophet, like, for example, he married into other tribes.
Have you read the biography of Muhammad by Ibn Ishaq?
I've read a few, but I don't know.
So the biography of Muhammad by Ibn Ishaq, when you read that, so the Jewish tribe surrendered. 600 of them. Yeah. This is where my problem comes, They put their hands up, they surrendered. He took all the men, he pulled their pants down. Whoever had started puberty was then beheaded. 600 people. He then took the leader of the tribe's wife, Sophia. You know about his wife, Sophia? But he what they say is he married her that night. So he raped her. To me, there's no other. So when I read those,
you see, to me, obviously, as a young Muslim, I wouldn't agree with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying you're wrong because I'm not knowledgeable on it, so I can't really talk on it. I'm just talking from like my own knowledge.
You know, like your own life. So Biggleswade's near Luton, and there's no mosque there. But there's Muslims there like yourself who are very integrated. Because there's no mosque. There's no Saudi money. There's no influence telling them that they have to hate non-Muslims. They have to hate the kuffar. So you've probably, from the sound of it, if you've got lots of non-Muslim friends, you haven't been brought up in the mosque.
99% of them are non-Muslim.
So you've just been brought up as a normal, what I'd say is a cultural Muslim. You're born a Muslim. You might say you're a Muslim. I'm not. Who am I to tell you you're not a Muslim? But you're brought up as a Muslim. You say you're Muslim, but you haven't been brought up with the influence. If you was brought up in the middle of Bury Park in Luton, you wouldn't be standing there having this pleasant conversation with me. You'd be having an attitude.
So what you're saying is that like Muslims are coming to this country, and then they're trying to enforce their views upon the rest of the population.
Some Muslims.
And then they don't want to integrate. So you're trying to say it's like, it creates like a huge cultural divide.
Huge cultural divide.
So it's not creating like a homogenous society.
You see like yourself. I've got no problem with it. If there's Muslims like yourself who have come into our country, or whose parents have, you're obviously born here, and you're brought up.
I was actually born in Germany.
What's that? What's that, mate? No. What's that? Yeah. No, cool. That's... Cheers, man.
I'm a close investor of having had my cultures. We're currently working on a
No, I've made a note. Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm actually in charge of that group. Adjourned. see the face behind the voice. Do that. If you enjoy that video, you put another day. Yeah, good luck.
So my point is, I've got no problem with all the individual players, so if you just want to come here, the problem I think...
I feel as though I represent, maybe like you see different representation, but I thought that I represented like the average Muslim.
No, you don't,
like,
man. No, you don't.
I'm practicing, but at the same time, that's separate to me being in society. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't inflict that on anyone.
You've been brought up in... So what I think we need is less Islam.
Yeah. Okay.
Less Islam.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean less Muslims.
Yeah.
That just means I say I don't mind. You know what I mean? Just stop throwing Islam on us. I think Islam is problematic. I think that I'd know more about Islam than you.
I'm not saying you don't. But you see from what I read, and like from what my parents have taught me, they've taught me respect. It doesn't matter based on like for me the first thing, like I know what you said about the Prophet, like that's fine, that's from what you've read, but from what I've been
he
taught,
had slaves, he had sexual slaves.
From what I've been taught, for example, when the Prophet when they finally came back to Mecca and they took over, the first thing he did, we know the azan, the prayer to call, the first person that he told to like make that call was a black person. There was a person called Hazrat Bilal. So that was the whole point of Islam, was to kind of like create equality. Now, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm
off.
I'm just saying, like, for example, even with women, he like liberated women.
No, bro, no. If he liberated women, why does a woman get 50% less than that?
He endorsed education and all these things. Bro. And I know you can kind of like pick and choose, but I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, it's like
any religion.
Like any religion. So what I'm going to do when I look at the problems we face in this country and in the world, I'm going to look at the negative problems, which is what I've done.
Okay.
And when I find rape, murder, sexual abuse, torture, Kanana, a fellow called Kanana, he tortured him, burned his belly till he got his gold. Okay. I think this isn't a messenger of God. Least of all, this is not a moral man. So for me, but as I said, I'd say that you're standing here as a decent lad because you haven't been brought up under Islam.
But bro, do you know what? I think another big thing is maybe education.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've been lucky enough to receive good education at a good institution, and maybe that's with anyone in life. I'm not saying education makes you a good person, but it kind of opens you up.
But then you
I'm
say
sitting
that
in a uni where I could be sitting next to an atheist, I could be sitting next to a Jew, and the person next to me could be slagging off like Islam, they could be slagging off anything. But I sit there and I respectfully listen to them, and then I put my point across.